Greg joining us from the B29 Street area. As Adam has mentioned, we got a sneak preview earlier. We're going to make crab cakes. Crab cakes are like exotic and mysterious. I can't make crab cakes at home. It's got to be hard, doesn't it?
No. Best
Really?
thing about crab cakes is the less you put in it, the better it tastes, as long as you get good crab.
Interesting. Okay.
So we've got Dungeness crab, which came from Pike Place Market yesterday morning.
Which, when you take a well-deserved week off, Greg, and you bring us back fresh crab,
Yeah.
we might let you take time off more often.
Yeah. I mean, I had to steal it from my wife, but it's okay. She's going to wake up this morning and be like, where'd all the crab go?
All right, so we got fresh crab going in. All right. How easy is crab cakes? Because it is. It's one of those things that I order, but I will say I'm spoiled now because when I went to the Boise State Virginia Tech game a couple of years ago, I had Baltimore crab cakes.
Yep.
Those are pretty good stuff.
Yeah. So the thing about crab cakes is every region makes them differently.
Okay.
And I prefer to do mine very, very simply with a high quality crab, but at the same time, you can take the same basic concept and tweak it however you would like.
Scallions we got there? Is that correct?
Garlic chives.
Garlic chives. See? I knew what a scallion was.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit of whole grain mustard, a little bit of chives. Then I took the shallots we talked about earlier, and I cooked them down in just a little bit of oil to get that raw onion flavor out of them. So now you just get nice, sweet, fully cooked onion flavor.
Can the shallots make you cry too? Like the onions can?
It takes a lot of them and a really dull knife.
One of these days you need to show me the trick on the how to not cry with onions, because every single time that I cut onions,
Yeah, my wife makes me
Cut a lot of onions.
cut a lot of onions, you build up an immunity. Is that
Pretty
what it is?
much.
All right, so far we've mixed up the chives,
Yep.
the shallots,
Yep.
and the crab,
Yep.
and some mustard.
Yep. Now we're gonna add just a little bit of mayo.
Just a little bit of mayo, he says.
Yeah.
Mayo. Okay.
So.
But you got to use something to bind it all together, right?
Yep. So the mayo acts partially as our binder, and then just to make sure that it'll hold together when it's cooked, we're going to add just a touch of pasteurized egg yolk.
Ah, the egg yolk is always the secret.
So only about a tablespoon, but it'll do the trick.
Okay.
So when you look at that, that's about 95% crab.
Right.
So that's what we're looking for.
No more breadcrumbs, no anything like
I've
that.
got a little bit of breadcrumbs just to soak up some moisture, but once again, it's just a sprinkle.
Is that the panko?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Like that
panko.
Japanese breadcrumbs right there. All right, so we got a couple of minutes here.
Yep.
How long do each one of these take?
So they take about 5 minutes to cook, but we got a couple working ahead of time.
Okay.
They're very, very simple to cook.
We just form it up into a patty, just like you would like a.
Yep. So we just form the patty, toss it right in the breadcrumbs, just like that.
Okay.
Gonna ditch the gloves now that we did the messy part. Then just toss them.
I would do that, and I would spread breadcrumbs all over the place.
Yeah.
It would fly everywhere.
And so now we've got nice, yummy crab cakes.
Okay.
So we've got a hot pan ready to go.
A little bit of oil. You always go hot pan, then oil.
Yep. Otherwise, you glue whatever you're cooking right to the surface of the pan.
That's right.
Then crab cake goes in.
Is there a secret to knowing when they're done? Do the breadcrumbs brown, or?
They'll brown up, and then they'll actually firm up just a little bit because of the mayo and the oil. So we're
Okay.
going to let those cook,
All right.
but we're going to pull our stunt doubles out of the oven.
We got a minute left here, so we've been cooking ahead of time. Oh,
So
Stephanie gets none.
made exactly the same way. These are browning up right now. Basically, all I did was flip them, pop them right in the oven.
And you serve them with any kind of a sauce, or are you kind of a plain crab cakes kind of guy?
I'm-
I've had them with hollandaise sauce. I've had them with
Yep.
tartar sauce.
If you go back a couple of weeks, actually, these make a great Eggs Benedict.
Yes.
So you use these on the base for your Eggs Benedict, top them with the poached eggs, just like we made before, and you're ready to go.
That
like
is
that.
actually one of my favorite eggs Benedict. Is
Oh
the
man,
crab
I've never
cake
heard
one.
of that.
Yep. So now we've got a little bit of chervil, which, as we discussed, is kind of a sweet and savory herb.
Okay.
So we're just going to toss the greenage on top. And actually, we've got a little bit of sriracha down below, which that'll get you going in the morning.
Yes, that will. All right, Greg, B29 Street, are you guys going to be around this week
Yep.
serving up?
Big thing this week is going to be this Friday. We're doing a food truck rally. There's going to be Archie's Place, Rice Works, Brown Sugar. Payette Brewing Co. is going to be pouring beer. It's at the Idaho Food Bank I do believe they have a deal worked out where if you bring in a can or something like that, you get a discount, but it's all on Facebook. Runs
Cool.
from 5 to 9, being held at the Idaho Food Bank.
All right.
So
Be sure to come check out the truck with that. And remember, we're going to be cooking up Thanksgiving here in a week or so.
fantastic.
In the food truck. It'll be great.